Good morning, everyone. It is a Tuesday today and the time is 6:39. It is so early. The reason why it's so early today is I had to wake up early because I have my OSCE today. It's a history taking exam and it is bar exam. It's pretty much an OSCE, so I have to talk to the patient, ask them what's wrong, diagnose them, and then give my recommendations and assessment to the examiner there. So what I think the patient has and stuff like that. If you've watched like any of my previous vlogs, I've done it before, but this time it's a lot more detailed. There's a lot more questions that we have to ask, cardiovascular and respiratory specific questions, as well as our diagnosis. So our assessment has to be quite accurate. The actual exam is at 9 a.m. It's too early, like it's way too early for an OSCE, for an exam. So I'm just gonna head into uni to prepare myself as best as possible, and yeah, you guys can see me do some more role play stuff and see how I cope, see how I, what's the word, perform. That's not the right word. To see how I, no, that's not the right word either. My brain's not working in the morning. To see how I like kind of prepare and overcome like exam stress and stuff like that, which I think is really important. On top of that, we're starting a new block. We just recently did our respiratory block, had our exam literally last week, and now I have an exam day, and then we have another exam in 4 weeks, and then another exam in 2 weeks. So just exams. Just exams. But yeah, we're starting a new block. It's renal, so everything to do with your kidneys, which is quite exciting. This week is going to be super hectic. Yeah, I'm going to take you guys along with me. We're starting the vlog off with an exam. I can't wait to show you guys how much I've improved with my history taking from the past months. Hey guys, I hope you're enjoying the vlog. I just want to take a quick moment to talk about today's vlog sponsor, which is Unriddle. If you're anyone like me who has a lot of research papers that they have to read through and a lot of research assignments, it can be really difficult to sometimes come up with ideas, summarize key points, as well as make sure that your assignment has all the information that is correctly sourced. Unriddle is like having your own AI assistant that knows everything about your research paper. Essentially, you can import videos, any research article, handwritten notes, and Unriddle AI will help you connect the ideas that you want to translate into your research paper. Every response that gives you is sourced directly from your papers and your documents that you upload. Plus, it includes citations, which you can click on to see exactly where the information came from. It's helped me connect my ideas effortlessly, and it's perfect for students, researchers, anyone working with complex projects that they need to have their stuff just analyzed. Like, imagine how easy it would be to get a really high grade and finish your assignment quickly when, you know, you have someone that's working with you, who knows everything about the content that you've uploaded. Right now, they have a special offer for you guys. If you use the code PETER20 in the link in the description, you get 20% off your subscription. Yeah guys, I definitely recommend it. Sign up to Unriddle. Anyways, back to the vlog. All right guys, we are at uni now. Cool, so it is pretty much 7:30. So about an hour and a half until I have my exam. So I really want to use this time really productively, as well as show you guys what I do during this time when I'm preparing for my exam. I'm just going to quickly talk about what we're getting assessed on so you guys can kind of like understand what I'm talking about. So for history taking, the main points that we're getting assessed on are, and this is pretty much focused around, you know, symptom analysis and just trying to get a really good understanding and picture in like our mind of what the patient could have. We basically want to rule out and ask any questions that would have any clinical relevant to, you know, why they're sick. So questions like, you know, if you're having chest pain, where is it? What could you describe the quality of that chest pain? Is it like a crushing pain? Is it like a tearing pain? Is it more of a sharp pain? Those kind of details will help us as doctors understand, you know, what's going on. There's different types of pain associated with different types of symptoms and issues. So for example, an aortic dissection, that's associated with like this tearing, ripping pain, whereas pericarditis, which is a bacterial infection of the pericardium, that's more of like a sharp pain. So just like those small details in terms of like what kind of pain it is will help us understand, okay, you know, this patient probably has cardiomyopathy, so we need to do this. I'm not sure if you guys have watched like my productive med school vlog, this one, but that one I got assessed on my history taking. This time I'm getting assessed on the same thing, but it's a lot more detailed. So because we've been covering the cardiovascular and respiratory block, we've been taught and it's expected that we ask some cardiovascular and respiratory questions. The more detail we have, as well as like the more the patient can kind of talk about what's going on, the better it is for us, because we'll have an understanding of like why they're dying. Awkward. So yeah, if you've ever been to a doctor, they pretty much go through like this mental checklist. There's so many different like diseases, so many different conditions, and they're more or less very, very similar, but there are small differences. But yeah, now the way I've been practicing is pretty much practicing on like my friends and family and doing a lot of hands-on practice. And this isn't only just for like an OSCE. I think it's very important if you're doing any type of like presentation. The best way to ensure that you remember everything, but also like you don't have any hiccups or don't feel nervous on the day, is practice. I like to think of it as like going to the gym, right? Every time we go to the gym, the more reps we do, the bigger our muscle becomes. And that's the same with like studying and preparing for any type of exam, right? The more practice we do, the easier it is for our brain to retrieve that information. Let's do some role play.
I'm very good at role play.
Hi, my name's Peter. I'm one of the first year. This is good because I get out the shitness and I'll be good in my exam. My supervisor just told me to take a patient history of you, if that's okay. So yeah, Simon, you told me about, you know, your chest pain and you've also got a fever. Awesome.
Really?
I mean, no, that's not awesome. That's thank you for telling me. I have this really bad habit of like saying awesome. Like the patient could be saying like, yeah, my aunt died of cancer 2 years ago. And then I'll be like, oh, awesome, thank you. I need to cut that out, or else I'm just a bad doctor.
He's a bad doctor.
All right, Dwight, thanks for telling me everything. I'm gonna ask you some cardiovascular questions just because I think that's what made my... I think you're just fat, man. I think you just need to lose some weight. That was terrible. I think that's what might be going on here. Just so I can get a better picture of things, I do think it has something to do with that. I do think it... Have you noticed any times something? Yep. Cool. No doubt.
No doubt.
Do you experience any take it or leave it. I'm a med student. I don't know everything. Cheers. He's allergic to this. No relevant past medical history. Alright guys, I just want to quickly show you what I've been doing. We've been told that we need to ask 17 more questions. No! As someone who is bad at remembering stuff, I've put it as like a mnemonic. I learn best when like I write down and then I use active recall and the payment technique. And what I've been doing is I've just been writing down everything that I need to remember. So I know that I have to ask these questions. When it gets to that part in the exam, I will have my iPad out and I'll be like, okay, cool. So I just want to ask you some cardiovascular and respiratory questions. So I'll start writing down on my iPad CSV and RESP. Sorry, my handwriting is really messy. As I'm talking, I will write down all the things that I need to check off, but I just write the first letter. Siri, don't do this now. Don't do this now. Don't stop. How do I get rid of Siri? Stop, just go away. I don't want to be reminded about anything, man. So then I'll just start writing it down. So for CVS, the letters are CSOPP, CSF. And then for RESP, it's CSCS. HW. And that is how I will remember like every question that I need to ask, because I know what every letter stands for. So that's my process of doing it. When I am under a stressful situation like an exam, I know that, you know, if I can't remember it and like I crack under pressure, this is like my fallback system. If I am a complete loser and I stuff up and I can't remember, I can look down to my iPad and be like, oh, we're up to P. Oh, pre-syncope, dizziness, lightheadedness, so stuff like that. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to just test myself on the most common respiratory and cardiovascular conditions. I made some flashcards just talking about the symptoms. So for example, this patient's got fatigue, they've got shortness of breath on exertion, swelling of the ankles, palpitations, dizziness, syncope. What could it be? And then like rank them in terms of like your differential diagnosis. That's what I'm going to do now because that's what we're also getting assessed on. It's called an ISBAR. ISBAR stands for Introduction, Situation, Background, Assessment, Recommendation. So your introduction is just introducing yourself. Hi, my name is Peter. I'm a 35th year medical student. S is your situation. So you talk about, the patient. Tony Stark here came in presenting with a 2-week history of a fever, whatever it is. And then you kind of go into a little bit of detail on that. And then, this is their background. Tony Stark has had heart transplant where he changed his heart into a radioactive thing. So anything that's relevant to your diagnosis, you should add. And then one thing that I've been taught is to add like your negatives. So if this patient doesn't have chest pain, you tell your examiner and your attending physician that they don't have chest pain, just because that's an important negative differential. Your A is like your assessment, what you think the patient has. So you have to give 3 assessments, which is kind of scary because like sometimes you just don't know what that is and then you just have to make it up. And then recommendations. So, I recommend doing like a physical exam. If it's heart related, usually a blood test, seeing the troponin levels to see if they're elevated or lower. So yeah, that's what I'm going to do now. All right, guys, it is time for me to go and meet Destiny, my fave. Yeah, I'm feeling confident. I'm feeling well prepared. So yeah, I'll see you guys after. Wish me luck. I won't be able to record, unfortunately, but it is being recorded and I will share with you guys that we can kind of go through it together. Hopefully I did better than I did last time, but yeah, we'll see. I'll see you guys after. Bye. Exam! All right, guys, exam done. I actually finished kind of early because I was pretty good. Okay. I'm kidding. Because I was pretty concise with my history taking. The assessor said I was good at history taking, so I passed that. It was my ISBAR that was like, I passed, but diagnosis I didn't get quite right. Yeah. I thought it could have been a sudden onset of chest pain and shortness of breath. I said it could have been a panic attack. It could have, but pretty low. And then I just was drawing a blank. The examiner was like, yeah, it's most likely like popping lung. So like a pneumothorax, which makes sense. I'm so stupid. Like, how did I not get that? Yeah, overall, I think it went good. The good thing is like I passed. Obviously moving forward into next year, just gonna make sure that doesn't happen again. Like I'm drawing a blank. But that's all right. What I'm gonna do now is I have so much content that I need to go through. I think there was like a crazy amount of lectures and just a lot of content. We're starting renal. Yeah, I'm gonna try to smash out as much as I can. And then I need to start practicing for my physical exam in 2 weeks. So like just a lot of exams coming up, unfortunately. Let's do it. Let's lock in, let's study. Alright guys, I am home. It is around 3:30 now, so spend the next 5 hours just studying and going through all my flashcards as well as going through the content. There's still a little bit that I need to do, but I got to a point where like I was falling asleep basically. Thought, let's go home, get changed, have some lunch, just take a little bit of a break and then get back to studying. I think I'm gonna go to the gym. Yeah, I'm gonna grab some food now and yeah, maybe I'll see you guys at the gym. I don't know what's gonna happen after this transition. Alright guys, I'm so sorry. I did end up going to the gym, but I didn't record because I completely forgot. So basically had lunch and then just relaxed a bit. I thought it'd be a good idea to like wind down after coming back from uni and doing my exam. So I just watched some episodes of The Penguin. For those of you who don't know, it's a series that's based on the DC universe, so Batman and Gotham City, and it's really good. I highly recommend you watching it. And then did a little bit more Anki cards and then went off to the gym. Even though I've got test Friday, heaps of like things going on, I still think it's very important for us to look after ourselves and find time in our schedule to focus on like physical activity, anything. Doing something that we can like detach ourselves from our stressful environment and situation is so beneficial for our like well-being and health. All right guys, I've actually got my recording for the exam that I did today, my history taking and ISBA assessment. So I actually just want to run through and walk through with you guys exactly what's happening. name's Peter. I'm a first year medical student. But yeah, guys, the interview starts off at me just introducing myself. There's the assessor sitting to my right, and then the patient, the standardized patient just in front of me. Yeah, I started off pretty well. Why are you here today? And yeah, this is the format of how we get assessed, how our med school assesses us in terms of like our ability to do a proper history taking, so diagnose a patient as well as talk to patients and how well we are able to communicate with them. Yeah, I think I did pretty well. The one thing that you guys would have picked up is I do say quite a bit.
Too much?
Yeah.
It's a filler word that I do definitely need to get rid of. I do say it when I'm nervous, so I was nervous, but it didn't really retract from my overall message, which was quite good. Now, if you guys just look here, I'm just gonna ask some cardiovascular questions. When I ask my cardiovascular questions, you may notice that, as I said before, in case I forgot what I need to ask, I wrote down all of those like mnemonic letters just so that I remembered on that piece of paper. There's a moment here where I forget and I'm just kind of stumbling. I'm like, okay, what was it? And then I just look down and that was my backup. I was able to identify what I needed to ask, and that was swelling, like swelling of the lower extremities and stuff like that. But yeah, overall, I think the assessment went pretty smooth. I also did my ISBAR at the very end. Now what we have to do is we actually have to write a case write-up. So what a case write-up is essentially all the relevant information and all the information that we've gathered in that history taking, we need to write it up in like a really nice document. And I'll actually put like a screenshot of what that looks like for this patient here and here. But that's what I need to work on now. So the reason why they provide us a video is obviously so we can look back and see where we can improve, areas we can improve on, but also so that we have the information that we can do a write-up. Usually in like a real life situation, you're doing the write-up as you're talking to the patient, or you're doing it straight after when you have it quite fresh in your mind. Given that we're in med school, they give us a recording so that we can cross-check and yeah, make sure that we write down everything. Yeah, that's what I'm going to do now, and then I am going to take a shower and have dinner, and then there's still some Anki cards that I need to go through before the end of today. I just really want to get through it today. That's kind of like my routine, but yeah, that's what I'm going to do now. Alright guys, it is the next day. Yeah, basically I woke up, took Yuki for a walk, just cleaned up around the house a little bit and did a little bit more study. I want to show you guys what I do on like my day off. So like a day where I don't have uni but I got just a bunch of stuff going on. I try to separate my tasks into like sections. So in the morning I dedicated a little bit of time to just spending time with Yuki, my dog, cleaning the bedroom and cleaning around the house, and then just studying. And then now I go through all of my emails. So do any like miscellaneous tasks that take less than like 10 minutes per se. So whether that's like planning the next YouTube video, applying to all my emails, looking through the school community, stuff like that. It's very low effort tasks. And then after that, I will take a little bit of a break. I'll have some lunch. I'll take you guys along with me to show you how I try to make sure that I get the most out of the day and be as productive as possible so that I set myself up for the rest of the week. Right now, I've got a bunch of emails that I got to reply to, so I'm just going to do that and then we'll go down and have some lunch. Yep, this is what influencers do. They just put it down and yep, bye. Alright guys, today we are having, drum roll, leftover food from yesterday. Yay! And then Mum made some, I think it's tikka. There's also like steamed chicken, which I really like. So I think I'm just gonna have both, because I'm a fatty. But I will prepare rice. I have leftover cauliflower, some steamed chicken, pork. I will make some egg and probably some tuna. I like making tuna because it's high in protein and it's just very easy to like make. You just put on a pan. And then also whatever I don't have in terms of like the tuna, I can have it for dinner tonight or even tomorrow. Just put it in the fridge. So like really easy to make. Yeah, I'm gonna make some food now. Hey guys, I hope you're enjoying the vlog. I'm so sorry to interrupt again, but I just wanted to share with you guys something that I've been working on for so long, and it's very, very, I guess, personal to me. I'm also very sick. For those of you who don't know, I have a clothing brand named Leftfield, and we recently, well, I think about 6 months ago, we did a drop selling out all of our t-shirts, and I'm so excited to announce to you guys that we have a second drop coming up. It's not gonna be t-shirts, it's gonna be something even better, and I've got an amazing campaign lined up. I've been working on this drop for essentially 6 months, designing
ironing, making sure the material and the fit is pretty much perfect. I've also been curating a really awesome campaign that I really can't wait to show it to you guys. And even if you don't purchase it, I'd love your support by following our Leftfield account, following me on Instagram to stay updated, and signing up to our early access. Our last drop sold out in about a week, and if you want to make sure that you don't miss out on this drop and secure your piece, your garment, I highly recommend you sign up to early access. It is a limited drop, so once this drop is live, we're never going to be doing this same garment again. Once again, I can't say too much about it because I really want you guys to experience the full campaign as it rolls out on our Instagram page. But yeah, I've been working on this for the longest time, and I'm so excited to show to you guys what I've been working on. More announcements, more details, more photos, more videos will be announced soon on our Leftfield page and on my Instagram. And in about a week's time from when this vlog is uploaded, we're going to be doing a giveaway. So you don't want to miss out on that. I'll be giving away a couple of pieces to some winners on Instagram. Once again, I really would appreciate your support. So check out our Instagram page and don't forget to sign up to early access. All right, cool. I need some rest. Bye.
Let it go. 얼어붙어 like whoa. 띵하고 어지러워. I see. 한여름에도 넌 겨울. Yeah, 가요 cold. Yeah, 너와 있을 때 I swear. 제가 먼저 zero. 폭설한 기출들. 꿈에도.
Alright guys, time for me to eat, and I just wanted to show you guys something. I'm not sure if you guys have noticed throughout this vlog, but I've been recently going to Adelaide Dental Boutique, which is a dental clinic that really focuses on cosmetic dentistry. So yeah, your cosmetic, your smile. And I went to them because I noticed that there's like certain imperfections in my smile that I wanted corrected, and I couldn't really achieve it alone by just having braces. And I did have braces in the past. It did help a lot, but there was still some imperfections that my orthodontist kind of overlooked, which I felt a little bit disappointed about. And yeah, I reached out to them. And right now I'm going through an Invisalign treatment, which is why I think you guys can tell, but I'm actually wearing some like Invisaligns at the moment. They're really cool. The way they work, they're like retainers. I'm not sure if you guys have ever had braces, but they're retainers and you put them on each week. And depending on how long your treatment is, it will determine how many retainers you have to put on. So I'm currently on a 14-week treatment. So that means that after each week, I'll put on a retainer, and essentially each retainer moves and molds your teeth into the right place, in the right alignment that you want it to be. And I think it's a lot better than braces because you guys can barely tell. I do have a little bit of a lisp, but it's not like in your face like I have braces on. The only bad thing is like when I do have to eat, I do have to take them off. It can be a little bit tedious, but I love that they're like really subtle and like you can't even tell. The team at Adelaide Dental Boutique have been so helpful. They've literally pretty much held my hand step by step, going me through the process of how to take care of my teeth, what it's gonna look like. A cool thing, like I've never experienced this before, but like when I went to the clinic, before they put on like these buds so that my retainers could sit on them and sit tightly, they're like, Peter, what do you watch on Netflix? I'm like, oh, like Brooklyn Nine-Nine, like The Office. And they're like, okay, we'll put on Brooklyn Nine-Nine. And I'm like, wait, what? So like, while I was getting my teeth done, I was actually able to watch like literally anything on Netflix. You can enjoy your time here and like it's not boring. I feel like that's something that I've never experienced before at a dental clinic, and I think it's very cool. On top of that, all the dentists, doctors and dental assistants were so helpful and really comforting. But yeah, I currently have Invisalign on. I guess you guys can tell now, but yeah, I'm going to be having it on for the next 14 weeks. You have to wear it 22 hours a day, and you can only take them off when you're like brushing your teeth in the morning and eating and stuff like that. Yeah, you're gonna see my teeth transform into like straighter teeth, hopefully. Yeah, other than that, I'm gonna take them off, have some lunch, and then probably study. And as always, you guys can have the first bite. We're having steamed chicken. This green sauce that I used to have all the time from Ricky's Rice, Mum was able to, we figured out the recipe to replicate it. I need to kill that fly. Pork, egg, avocado, and rice, so. So good. ASMR. Alright, first exercise, small fishing, chest press. Try to hit 12 every set and then go failure on my last set. So. Alright guys, I'm home now. I just had dinner with family, and then yeah, just made myself a drink, frozen mango, a little bit of milk, and then added some water, protein powder, and then done. Oh, tastes so good. But right now, I'm gonna do a little bit of study. I'm actually gonna let you guys study with me. So what I mean by that is you're gonna see how I approach studies. I'll put a recording of like my screen so that you guys can see it. Anyways, I basically did all those 112 questions so that I could learn the content, finding out any gaps in my knowledge here and there. So how does increased glomerular capillary how does increased glomerular how does increased capillary hydrostatic pressure affect glomerular filtrate rate? So when you increase the capillary hydrostatic pressure, that's when the blood pressure increases, you would increase the filtration rate. Yeah, it increases it. Yes. Okay, next one. At a microscopic level, what is the filtration barrier in a glomerulus composed of? It is composed of fenescent epithelial, basement membrane, and something else, but I don't think that's important. No, that is important. What is the main mechanism of action of thiazide diuretic? So a diuretic is a drug that you prescribe to a patient that has a buildup of fluid. So you want to get rid of that fluid. So a diuretic promotes sodium and fluid, like ion and fluid secretion. Thiazides in particular increase calcium reabsorption and decreases sodium reabsorption, therefore increasing sodium excretion. It does this by inhibiting, I think, the sodium and calcium co-transporter. Wait, is that calcium? No, it's not, chloride. So I got that wrong, but it's good that I understand why I got it wrong. So it's actually the Na and Cl co-transporter. Yeah, knew that it was in the distal convoluted tubule. Yeah, I just got my things mixed up. I think it's chloride. Yeah. What is the role of the diuretic blood in kidney development? It's important in differentiation. It helps differentiate one of the kidney. What's the word? The kidney baby version into the nephron. Even though like I might have got the question right, I want to see that question again so that I can answer it faster and not have that level of doubt. I'll see you guys all tomorrow. Sorry, my hair's been very flat. I look like a mushroom, but yeah, I'll see you guys tomorrow. Good afternoon, guys. It is the next day. Did a little bit of flashcard work, just going over the content that I did yesterday. Tomorrow we have our test. And now it's around about 1:40, and I'm just going to take you guys with me to go grocery shopping. I won't be buying much, but yeah, trying to find parking, and then we'll go inside the shopping center. So, cool. Fun fact, guys, the KFC that I just showed you, I actually applied there for a job when I was like 14, 15, 16. And they rejected me. Didn't even give me an interview offer. So I hate that KFC place. Anyways. Another thing that I buy all the time is protein yogurt. These ones here, and they're actually pretty reasonably priced as well. Purchase done. There's like 12 of these, so like they should last me about a month. Oh my god, this is so cute. Kind of want it. I basically finished shopping. It's ready to pick up mum, and then we're gonna go home. Mum's gonna get changed. Then I'm going to head to the gym. After we go to the gym, I think I'm going to head into uni to play some soccer with some of my mates from med school in the same year. Yeah, today's been a day where I've just been out quite a bit, which is fine. I actually do enjoy being out, but it just means that I have to do a little bit of more homework and study tonight. And even though we have like a test quiz tomorrow, I still feel quite confident in my ability. And I think that comes down to like, I guess my process of making sure that I'm on top of everything. And because I've scheduled everything out and I know exactly what I need to do, I'm comfortable with rescheduling some things around in my schedule. But yeah, gonna wait for mum, and then I'll probably see you when I'm heading out to soccer. Alright guys, uni's done. I'm in the city now. We're having dinner in Chinatown, and I'm gonna get some nata bread because it tastes the best.
Hello,
Hi, could I get 6 custard polo, please?
custard polo,
Could I have 2 of them warmed up?
2 warm up? Okay,
Yeah.
yeah.
Thank you. Good. Give me a review now. Now.
10 out of 10.
Is that it?
Yeah.
Okay.
What about you?
Great.
Oh yeah.
Yummy. Alright guys, that officially marks the end of the week and the end of today. Yeah, I think today went pretty good. I didn't do as well as I would have liked in my IRA. I only got 7 out of 10. But yeah, after that, went to the city, picked up mum from work, drove home, and then the whole family went out to Chinatown to eat. Jasmine and I had hot pot. It was like around about like a 45-minute wait. Mum and dad didn't want to wait, so they just went straight to have other food. Yeah, that's the end of the week. Probably gonna go and head to the gym now. Yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this vlog. It was a little bit different, like a little bit more of like studying and miscellaneous tasks here and there. I do have exams coming up soon, and I do have a lot of other things that I'm still working on that I'm so excited to show you guys. All those things is the school community. If you guys haven't joined, please join. It's a space where, you know, I think everyone can talk about and vent a little bit, as well as work towards the best self. I'm currently working on some new modules that I'm going to release soon, but I've got like modules on there talking about how to change your mindset into like a growth mindset, how to study effectively, how to eliminate procrastination, how to achieve the things that you want. And I feel like as humans, like we are very tribal creatures, and if you are surrounded by a group of people and are surrounded by people who want to be the best versions of themselves, it will push you to become like that. It's completely free, so yeah, I'll have a link in it in my bio. It's Peter's Academy. And yeah, don't forget to like and subscribe, and let me know in the comments if you want me to make any specific videos on anything in particular. But other than that, guys, thank you so much for sticking to the end. I would not be in this position without any of you guys, so I appreciate so much of the support, whether like you're new, watcher, or like a returning. You guys mean the world to me. But other than that, I will see you guys in the next one. Bye.